Everyone tells you to slow down after 50, that your energy is fading, your balance is slipping, and strength, that's long gone. But what if that's not true? What if your body isn't broken? It's just been ignored. Science is clear. It's not age that weakens us. It's disuse. It's decades of sitting, avoiding movement, and not challenging our muscles the way they were designed to be challenged. But here's the good news. Your body still holds strength. Dormant maybe, but not gone. And today, we're going to unlock it. With just 3 simple exercises, you can retrain your body to move with confidence again. No pain, no impact, no expensive equipment. These movements are designed for real life, getting off the floor, walking without fear, carrying bags, climbing stairs. They target the deep muscles that keep you upright, steady, and strong. And they can be done right at home, in your own time, in just minutes a day. You don't need a gym. You don't need perfect form. You just need consistency and the courage to start. Because when you move with intention, you don't just change your body, you change your future. Let's begin with the first movement that rewires your strength from the ground up. Let's begin with the single most important muscle group you've probably been ignoring for years, your glutes. These aren't just aesthetic muscles. They are the foundation of your stability, posture, and everyday power. And if you've been dealing with back pain, sore knees, or struggling to get up from a chair, there's a good chance your glutes have gone dormant. It's called gluteal amnesia, and it happens when you spend years sitting, not moving, and letting other parts of your body do all the work. But the glutes were built for movement, for strength, for lifting, walking, stabilizing, and protecting your spine and hips. That's where the glute bridge comes in. This simple floor exercise reawakens that entire posterior chain, glutes, hamstrings, lower back, and core. You don't need equipment. You don't need to be in shape. You just need a few minutes, a little focus, and the willingness to reconnect with your body. And when done consistently, it creates ripple effects you can feel. You'll notice your posture improving, your lower back relaxing, your legs feeling lighter. You'll feel more grounded, more balanced, and more in control of your movement. The benefits go far beyond muscle. This one exercise also supports pelvic alignment, boosts circulation in your legs, and even helps with issues like swelling, tension, and poor sleep. That's because when you activate these deeper muscle chains, your entire system responds. Your nervous system calms, your breath becomes more steady, and your joints begin to feel supported again. Start with 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions. Focus on pressing through your heels, keeping your core engaged, and avoiding excessive arching of your back. Breathe deeply. Inhale as you lower, exhale as you lift. That rhythm matters. It signals safety to your brain and builds trust with your body. This isn't about fast reps or fancy movements. It's about intention, muscle activation, reprogramming movement that may have been lost. Because the truth is, most of the aches, pains, and limitations we feel after 50 aren't caused by age, they're caused by disuse. The glute bridge is your first step to reversing that, to standing taller, moving better, and showing your body that it's still capable of strength, power, and resilience, starting from the ground up. Now that you've activated the foundation of your strength, it's time to shift attention to something just as important, your posture. Over the years, without even realizing it, most of us begin to collapse inward. Long hours sitting, looking down at phones, and avoiding upper body movement all contribute to a condition known as thoracic hyperkyphosis, an excessive curve in the upper spine. It doesn't just make you appear hunched. It compresses your lungs, strains your shoulders, shortens your breath, and saps your energy. Many people attribute their fatigue or chronic tension to aging, when in fact, much of it is the direct result of poor posture slowly taking hold. That's where the wall incline push-up becomes essential. It's a simple movement that safely strengthens your chest, shoulders, arms, and deep core without the strain of floor push-ups. By leaning into the wall with control, keeping your body aligned from head to heels, you begin to restore muscular balance and teach your body how to move with integrity again. The beauty of this exercise is that it's adaptable. You can start with a gentle incline and increase the challenge gradually as your strength returns. This movement also retrains your brain. Through repetition, you're reprogramming how your body organizes itself. You're improving something called proprioception, your body's ability to sense its position in space. And that directly impacts your balance, your coordination, and your safety. Falls become less likely, movement becomes more fluid, and confidence begins to build. 3 sets of 8 to 12 slow, intentional repetitions is enough. The focus is on form, not force. Keep your breath steady, your core gently engaged, and your shoulders down. This isn't just about building upper body strength. It's about expanding your lung capacity. It's about reducing the tension in your neck. It's about standing taller, breathing better, and feeling more in control of your body. The cumulative effect is powerful. Better alignment means better function. Better function means more energy. And more energy opens the door to a life that feels active, capable, and free again, no matter your age. With every rep, you're not just training muscles. You're reclaiming posture, presence, and the strength to move forward with confidence. Now that your posture is reawakening and your base strength is returning, it's time to focus on the most functional movement of all, the squat. It may sound simple, but the ability to sit down and stand up under control is one of the clearest indicators of long-term mobility and independence. Unfortunately, this is the very movement most people start avoiding as they age. Whether from pain, fear, or years of sedentary habits, squats get left behind. And when that happens, your body begins to lose the neuromuscular memory of how to perform it. That's when problems begin. Difficulty rising from a chair, feeling unstable on stairs, losing balance when bending down. But this can be reversed. Not with heavy lifting or high-intensity training, but with a single, modified movement, the chair squat. The chair squat is a safe, accessible way to restore this essential pattern. It rebuilds strength in your quads, hamstrings, glutes, and core. But more importantly, it helps you re-establish confidence in your movement. You stand in front of a sturdy chair. You lower with control. You drive through your heels to rise again. Simple, yes, but it retrains your entire lower body to work as a coordinated system. The benefits extend far beyond just standing up more easily. Squatting activates the very muscles that support pelvic stability, protect your spine, and enable you to walk with confidence. And by practicing this movement regularly, you begin to reverse a cycle of decline that many accept as inevitable. You're restoring strength not only in your muscles, but in the brain pathways that control them. For an added boost, placing a resistance band above the knees can increase lateral stability and engage smaller stabilizing muscles like the gluteus medius. This adds another layer of balance training critical for reducing the risk of falls. Start with 3 sets of 10 slow, controlled repetitions. Pause briefly between sets. Focus on alignment, depth, and stability, not speed. The chair squat isn't just an exercise. It's a daily reminder that your body still knows how to move well, that strength can return, and that confidence can grow one repetition at a time. Each squat is a step back toward autonomy, toward living without fear, and toward rebuilding a relationship with your body rooted in trust and intention. Now that you've learned these 3 foundational movements, the glute bridge, the wall incline, push-up, and the chair squat, it's important to understand what's actually happening beneath the surface. You're not just stretching muscles or building strength. You're retraining your entire body to remember how to move well again. You're restoring the vital connection between your brain, your muscles, and your joints. It's what science calls neuromuscular integration. And it's the difference between simply exercising and truly reprogramming how your body moves through the world. Each repetition you perform sends a message to your nervous system. It says, we still can. It says, we are still capable. That message, repeated consistently, doesn't just change your physical ability, it reshapes your confidence. It quiets the fear. It replaces hesitation with strength. And that kind of transformation isn't temporary. It's lasting. It's empowering. And it's something no number can measure. Aging doesn't cause weakness. Inactivity does. What determines your future mobility, your independence, your energy, it's not your birth year. It's how often you choose to challenge your body with intelligent, intentional movement. With just 15 to 20 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week, these exercises begin to create real, measurable change. You build muscle, improve balance, increase circulation, reduce joint pain, and even enhance your mental clarity. Because when your body begins to feel strong again, your mind follows. Mood improves, motivation increases, and life begins to feel lighter. Not because your responsibilities change, but because you are now moving through them with greater strength and ease. What's even more powerful is how quickly your body responds. Within just a few weeks of consistent practice, daily tasks start to feel easier. Walking becomes more fluid. Standing becomes more stable. Climbing stairs doesn't leave you winded. And perhaps most importantly, you begin to realize that your health is still within your control. Not through punishment, not through extremes, but through gentle, repeated action. Action that compounds, that builds, that lifts you, one rep, one breath. One breath, one decision at a time. And then something deeper happens. You begin to trust your body again. That trust spills over into how you carry yourself, how you engage with others, how you face challenges. It's no longer just about exercise, it's about autonomy, dignity, peace of mind. Because few things feel better than knowing you can rely on your own strength, that you don't need assistance, that you don't fear a stumble, that you have the power to move confidently, securely, and freely, no matter your age. If this video helped you see that even a small, consistent routine can change everything, I invite you to subscribe. Become part of a growing community of people who are choosing strength, not surrender. People who believe that getting older doesn't mean growing weaker. If you're ready to take that belief and turn it into action, leave a comment below with the word courage. Let's grow together, one movement at a time.